That nigga hit
I've
Big
never
Shirley's
seen
and
that
shit.
sister. I've never seen that.
Big
sister
Shirley's
a day in
calling
my
him
life.
out.
Yeah, right.
He called out Big Shirley.
Big Shirley and shit.
It says, yeah, he's total denial. You know he hit that big ass broad. Yeah. It says, just look at your own calling, believers. Not many of you were considered wise according to human standards. Not many powerful or influential. Not many high and noble birth.
Hey, on something like social media, how do you have the most influence?
What is it?
By having the most followers.
Exactly.
You gotta have the numbers, and that's what you guys fail to
the
realize.
big platforms.
You gotta have a big platform that, hey, I got the platform that can reach millions. I got 2 million followers.
Yeah.
And they hear whatever I say.
And now this nigga Club Shay Shay, he probably gonna have to be a voice soon.
Oh yeah.
They gonna, you know, cause his platform is big now.
Huge.
So now they gonna have a prospective person for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like the nigga Oprah. Yeah, that's what it look like.
The Oprah for niggas. and niggas that religiously watch sports.
Yeah.
Religiously watch sports.
Yeah. It says, just look at your own calling, believers. Not many of you were considered wise according to human standards. Not many powerful or influential. Not many of high and noble birth. But the Most High has selected for His purpose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise, revealing their ignorance.
The Heavenly Father loves the underdog. Loves the underdog. Because His power can be seen. He Himself and His power can be seen in the underdog. Amplified in the underdog.
Yeah.
Well,
It says, but the Most High has selected for His purpose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise, revealing their ignorance. And the Most High has selected for His purpose the weak things of the world to shame the things which are strong, revealing their frailty. And like we revealed the ignorance of Christianity since this thing blown up.
Yeah.
So many jakes woke up to the foolishness and ignorance of Christianity watching the prophets, the Israelites.
even if they ain't come into us or came into any group, they know to stay away from that. There's nothing left, which is a step in the right direction.
And these mega pastors and these theologians, they went to these seminaries. They went and got degrees and learned the shit that they learned, and they getting confounded by young babes that been in for a year or two.
And look, you see what happened the week after TJ got outed. You look at his church. There was 8 people in there, bro. He had a mega church. And I'm looking like, what the fuck is 8 people doing in there? Why are y'all still there?
Right.
You know?
The Lord's putting to silence foolish men that are deemed wise in this world. That's why we always joke and clown about vocab. Like, bro, you should go get your money back, man. That was a waste.
Yeah.
You got this free.
You try to roll up on camps and get totally confounded, man. Well, really, because some groups they're just not, you know, they're not equipped for it. Like he used to body one body. They were a weak ass camp. You know, no wonder why they dropped out and they leaders sold out. But the times that he would roll up on Great Millstone camps and even some of the Safari camps, he would get his ass handed to him. And what's the other dude that be with him? What's his name?
The black dude or the little guy, Abu?
Not him.
G-Man?
Sam something, Sam.
The one that was dressed in women's clothes?
No, that was David Wood.
David
That was
Wood.
him. Not him. He's just a bug out. Like you can't even take him serious. This motherfucker he ripped off some pages from the Quran and balled it up and just started eating. So there's nothing to talk about with that guy. But you know, he has his little sidekicks that'll try to roll up to the camps even have a little nigga woman, little light skinned chick that try to come out, and she would just she get destroyed in the spirit, man.
Not even what's the fat bitch from that was
Cherry
Love.
Sister Cherry. Cherry Kool-Aid. Yeah, all they could do now is just do 10-hour live streams on their YouTube channel. But they don't come out like they used to.
There ain't no benefit. Back to the drawing board.
Because you're not convincing us. All right? There's nothing that you can really say. And plus the Lord said, I will give you a mouth where your adversaries cannot gainsay nor resist. I will give you a mouth and wisdom. Where your adversaries cannot gainsay nor resist.
And if I can make a quick note about that wisdom part, you need wisdom to really understand how to, that's the word I want to say, how to be all things to all men.
Yeah,
how to answer every man. When street niggas come up, you gotta know how to answer him, but you can't. If he's ready to pop at any moment, you gotta life and death are in the power of the tongue. So you gotta know how to
diffuse
say
it
things a certain way.
What's the soft answer?
Turn it the way right.
The scripture also say, if thou blow upon the spark, it will grow basically. Just spitting upon it, you shall quench it.
Yep. So you got to know how to be wise and choose the right situation. Okay? And understand the bigger point. And this is why I like to bring this stuff up, particularly to your other men.
brother on Common Board said Sam Shaman.
Yeah.
Sam Shimon.
Shimon.
Yeah.
Shimon.
It's important that you guys understand how these situations work, because the overall goal is
Shimon.
to fish in the elect and to not put any blame on the ministry. So making sure that this thing remains clean and in good character. And the overall thing is to edify, you know? And that's the potential. So when people come up tripping, and they seem to be kind of reasonable, we'll deal. But they may be emotional or whatever, but if they just coming up tripping, we just want to get back to the edification. So being able to know when to do these certain things, and that's where that wisdom comes in. Small note, but I digress.
One more verse, actually two more. It says, verse 28, it says, the Most High has selected for his purpose the insignificant base things of the world and the things that are despised and treated with contempt, even the things that are nothing, so that he might reduce to nothing the things that are. And so that no one may be able to boast in the presence of the Most High. So that's why the Lord will use, you know, young brothers, young men. Look like we got some raggedy garments, ragtag garments.
Some scoffer was just talking shit on the, talking about, do you get the garments from some shit?
That's
So,
cool.
but brother on there blocked his ass.
That's cool. The Lord is using us. You ain't gonna come out here and content. You ain't even out on the street at all.
Put up videos when they not being on the street.
Yeah. Usually the motherfuckers that got the most to say they ain't got shit to show for it.
You did a lesson. You go to their page, nothing.
So that page is usually nothing.
Nothing. A playlist.
They got a playlist and there's usually some nigga music, some twerk videos, some highlights, some basketball highlights. Or whatever. You ain't about shit. Yeah, go ahead.
2 Corinthians 10. Second Corinthians 10:3. For we walk not in the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
And he used, that's why they look at us like we're nothing. They're being respected of persons because they just see
looking at the
regular
flesh.
men of
Yeah.
flesh. Versus looking at the spirit that's in us. How passionate we are about putting this word out. Right? And the truth in what we say, not just the passion, but the wisdom and the truth in what we're saying according to the scriptures. You got it?
It says, for we wrestle not, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, and a lot of those other guys, man, they have certain strongholds that they're upholding or that they're being upheld by. Okay? And so they don't. So when we come and we break it down through the scriptures, we're breaking down things on a higher level. Like you were quoting, it's funny, you was about to quote it. It says, "We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with principalities, wickedness, and spiritual wickedness in high places." It's this other level of things that we're dealing with.
Plus, we understand that a lot of the average person, it's just like us. We all had demons on us before we came in. So expect regular people, when they come up, they got demons on them too. So we got to understand that and reason with them. But like the scripture saying, Timothy, prepare to venture, the Lord will recover them out of the hands, out of the snare of the devil, that they might acknowledge the truth unto repentance.
Right.
So that's why we'll still deal with them. But if that demon can't come off of them, then there's nothing we can do. Other than that, we're going to break down the stronghold that got them trapped. Got them trapped up. You know, their mind is trapped. And whatever religion that they are part of or whatever ideology they're stuck into, all we can do is just chip away at the fortress of their mind with the scriptures. And if it can't break through, if it can't get through to them, then hey, that means that their conscience is seared with that hot iron. Man.
So I got to make this quick analogy. So in the movie Kill Bill Volume 2, right? They had Uma Thurman or whatever. She was inside the coffin, trying to break her way out. She got buried alive, right? You got to look at that like that's our people buried alive by the strongholds of the world. But what happened as she broke through the first thing? Either somebody has to be breaking up the soil from the top, and when it finally breaks through, she got to move while that's happening. She got to do her work also. Or she's in there, she can't just sit there and let the dirt fall back on her. She has to move while the dirt is moving, while it's aerated. Okay, so that's like breaking these strongholds. You got to be also fighting to get through them. You got to want them off of you. We can chip away at them. We'll hit that one, and this is the one that makes it split. But if you don't actually push them apart so you can break free, then you're going to remain trapped.
God, the scriptures speak about how this place is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Because there's darkness itself.
Yep.
Which means what, man? In order to combat that type of spirit, and you got to make sure that you're locked in. Hey, because it's easy to be dragged out.
You got to stay on guard, stay with your guard up, ready to fight.
Yep.
You know? And that's why I had the brother read it, because these strongholds, we can chip away at them, but if you don't want them, the chains broken off of you, so to speak, you don't want to wake up off the spiritual grave, then we're just not for it, you know, nothing we can do.
Jake ultimately just does that because they don't want to have to pick up the physical responsibility of showing that you care, man. Jake could just rather say they care without showing it, man.
Hey, I was trying to say that you honor me with your lips, but your heart's far from me. Well, he quoted Isaiah.
And then also going into talking about we can only do so much. The rest is going to expect you to rest. The house side knocks at the door, but he ain't gonna come in unless you let him in. You gotta let him in. You gotta want him in.
What we're doing is we're using the plow, which is it's an agricultural instrument to actually break the ground up. Once you break the ground up, and the ground becomes softer, then you can start planting. Start putting those seeds down.
But you got to cultivate first.
You got to cultivate.
Yeah.
That's what this word is intended to do to your spirit. You know. Let me get this one. This is Isaiah 28 and 24, and it says, "Doeth the plowman plow all day to sow? Doeth he open and break the clods of his ground?" That's
yeah.
So that's, you know, when we do this work, is to, you know, we're plowing, we're laboring, and we're breaking those strongholds, trying to, you know, basically break open your mind so that that seed can be planted. And that's Yahushua basically trying to knock on that door so that he can sup with you.
God.
Insert that wisdom into
You
you.
hear me knocking? Let me